Good afternoon. This is about building a square bashing army. In square bashing, the rules cover World War One and some other conflicts just before and just after. So it covers as far as the Mexican Revolution and some South American wars, bits and pieces like that. The units in square bashing. The basic infantry unit is of 4 bases. Because square bashing is a grid game, the 4 base can be laid at any formation you like. Usually we do it like that. You could do it like this, that's fine, but like that would just be a bit odd, you get your units confused. So infantry start the game as 4 bases, who die by the half base. Machine gun companies are represented by a single base. That's machine gun company, because square bashing is a high level game. It represents a division fighting. Cavalry are also 4 bases. These have only got slightly deeper bases to fit the figures on. So in a gridded game, it doesn't matter too much, you can use any old bases. There's a cavalry unit. Artillery are also single pieces, because they're a battery. The higher command is represented by any special base pure fancy. I put a name on that one just to look nice. These components of a square bashing army, because there are armies in this, although might be divisional strength. These are 50mm. You could use other sizes because it's on a grid anyway. This is how we form an army for late war Germany, 1917-1980, the Michael Offensive, that sort of thing. First of all, we've got 6 ordinary infantry battalions, each of 4 bases. 6 ordinary battalions. Next, I've added 4 professional battalions. Now, these particular ones, I've coloured the corner of the base to show professional. But if you want to be different qualities in different games, you could do something like saying, my regulars are in line, my professional are in a box formation. You could do that, whatever makes it simple for you and the other player. You don't want to keep things secret, the other player needs to know too. After this, you're going to add the machine guns. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 machine guns. Next comes the artillery. There are 4 batteries of artillery, or 4 bases of artillery. There we go. Now, these are just field artillery. The proper artillery is off table. And we add to that high command base. That's a square bashing army. This is a very, very high quality army because it's the end of World War One. So their artillery is superb, the troops are good, and they got good equipment. If you had a poorer army, let's say a Serbian army, you'd have a few more units, and they'd have some other associated problems with being a worse army. But the rules balance all that out in the victory conditions. So this army's got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 foot units. These are 4 figures to a base. We could do 2 or 3 figures to a base. So these ones, each unit's using 16 bases, so there's 160 infantry figures. That'd be reduced to 120 if you did 3 per base. Plus there's 5 machine gun bases, 4 gun bases, and a high command base. That's a complete square bashing army. There is a point system. That's 620 points. For example, a regular battalion costs 40 points. Artillery guns are 15 points each. Machine guns are 20. May seem a lot, but machine guns are valuable and very, very useful. Professional infantry are 55 each. That's a 620 point army, German late war.